Kelly,
Dana.
what's your not that deep of the day?
Oh, I've been waiting.
Me too.
Okay, my not that deep of the day is it's not that deep if you don't finish a book. Like, it's not that deep if you started a book, you were one chapter in, you're like, not for me. I don't like this. I find this boring. I don't connect with this. These words, I don't know what they're saying. This character, I don't know if it's contemporary. I don't know if it's fiction. I don't know if it's true or false. Like, not for me. And you put it to the side.
Wait, it's not that deep. So you're on today because I went to your amazing literature, short for lit.
Yes.
Lit club.
Yes.
I got an ad for it. Congrats on your marketing dollars. I would love to understand your relationship to literature.
Perfect.
And what led you to this, because let me tell you, I told everybody about it, and they were like, wait, so you just like sit in silence and you read for 40 minutes? Is it awkward? What is it like? And I'm like, no. When you can embrace the silence and just be around other people reading, it was such a cathartic experience, and nothing I have ever experienced amounted to that. I had such a good time. And you created that.
Tina, I'm so happy to hear that. That makes me so happy. Okay, why did I start Lit Club? What is my relationship to books? So
Yeah.
I love this question. So like I said, I'm Puerto Rican and Jewish. My mom's Puerto Rican. My dad's Jewish. I'm like white Latina. Like my parents are from Brooklyn. They grew up working class. I grew up in Westchester, in Bedford, like went to private school my whole life. I always had these big questions about my identity. I think it was kind of a confusing existence as a kid to carry all of these like multiplicit layers and nuance and not understand any of them. And so I think I always looked to books to like help untangle those big questions about myself. I'll never forget like reading House on Mango Street in like 8th grade and being like, oh my gosh, she's a loud boy crazy Latina. Like, I'm a loud boy crazy Latina. And like just seeing myself on the page like helped unlock things about myself. And so always very much like loved books, literature. I went to college at Wake Forest in North Carolina. I'd been in New York my whole life. I wanted something really different. It was really different going to the South. They don't know what a Puerto Rican is, let alone a Puerto Rican Jew. But studied sociology there, which furthered my engagement in books and the way that they can illuminate kind of like what's happening in society, what's happening structurally, helped me understand like systems. And then that led me to being like, cool, how do we like help kind of remedy some of these systemic issues that we're seeing? Like teaching, go back to the books. Like let's teach everybody. I was very much like swept up in the like waiting for Superman era of charter schools. And so I joined Teach for America after college. And
So you're 22? Wait, also, you have a hair literally like Harry Pottering, and I know you're going to be mad at me if I don't tell you.
Tell me, is it gone?
It's perfect. How
Oh
did
my
you
God,
just do
thank
that
you.
so swiftly?
Stunning.
Teach for America.
I did Teach for America in New Orleans. And I taught there for 6 years. And I was an English teacher and a social studies teacher. And following that, I moved back to New York. I started a school. So I founded a school in the Bronx. Many chapters. 2 and through the pandemic. And I...
What?
You know, cuckoo. Like I was an assistant principal of a school and I founded a school.
Wait, hold the freak on.
Yeah.
So you teach for 6 years.
Yeah.
At this point you are, I'm trying to get ages.
I'm 34.
Okay.
I was 27 by the time I left New Orleans.
So you're teaching social studies.
Teaching English at that point, yeah.
And, oh wait, what do I think?
English and social studies, both. I taught both.
Oh, I was like, did I just make that shit up?
No, you're good.
You moved back up to New York. What do you mean you started a school?
So I just finished my master's in education from Johns Hopkins, and I was like, what am I doing next? What do I want to do? And got kind of recruited by a charter network to join a founding school body. So it was a really cool model. It was like built on kind of student autonomy and freedom, and like where my school in New Orleans was very like rigid and like walk in lines and be silent, like very, I mean, I didn't have to do that in my classroom, but like that was the culture. This school was like, we're gonna kind of, it was called a freedom school. And so it was like, we are going to empower students through reading, writing, through their owning their own identity journey, which was so cool. But the pandemic hit, and like a vulnerable community became that much more vulnerable. And like as a school leader, I am now responsible for being the emotional, like stagnant, like what's the word I want to use? I am responsible for being the
like the stable person.
Yeah, like for like I am like
the center.
Yeah, for like students,
the binding,
kids, staff,
parents,
community, and like I was completely burnt out at the end of that experience. I'm really proud of the work, but like, you know, nearly burned me out to a crisp. But I say all of that because what I saw in my time in New Orleans, what I saw in my time in school leadership and founding a school was like the transformative power of reading community on kids. And like the way that I saw it for myself as a kid, like I was able to create those experiences for kids in my classroom, and like them being able to have big aha moments about themselves, about the world, like disagree, have discourse, learn about cultures that they wouldn't have otherwise been exposed to. You know, a kid comes in like thinking that they have like, you know, are all tough and cool, and then they are so into To Kill a Mockingbird. You know, that was really powerful to witness. And what it did is like create a really opportunity for deep thinking amongst like middle schoolers who were going through such a tortured time in their lives. And books was like a safe place for them, not only to like find themselves, but then like talk intentionally with their peers about the world.
Were you in charge of like the reading curriculum too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're teaching, this is a middle school. What books are a must have for you that you implemented, and maybe some that you're like, oh, I wish I could have made them read that?
So we definitely read House on Mango Street, right? Like I loved seeing that through line. We read The Outsiders, we read Toni Morrison, we read Diary of Anne Frank. Like I think there's a lot of classic texts with like young protagonists that draw kids in to see themselves. But I also think an opportunity that we could have included more in the curriculum was like books that are not about like oppressive systems. Like let's just read Nancy Drew. Like let's read something that is light and fun and doesn't carry kind of the weight of trauma. So when I'm not doing Lit Club right now, I do a lot of curriculum consulting for like school curriculums,
Wow.
which is so fun. But all of that I say because that was what I witnessed with kids. And after kind of getting burnt out with teaching, and I loved that experience, but I just I could not do it for my whole life. I pivoted into tech. So I started working for a tech startup in ed tech and was like a product designer. So I would create kind of like educational products for adults to like upskill in AI and like upskill in data skills and like through apps. And so that was cool, but I just like I missed creating conversations about like topics I cared about and things that I think matter to like improving society. And like so while I was
doing things on the side as well at that time?
Not really. I was like, cool, I'll go all in on tech. But I think then you like notice kind of economically what's happening. I survived 7 layoffs at that company. And so I was like, I want to create a reading community that I used to create with kids, with adults. And on the side, I like had my book club that I had with my friends from college for the last 5 years. We've always had so much fun. They were like, hey, like, you're so good at this. Like, what would you ever like do any of that? Like, I'm like, I don't know. And then one day I was like, let me just host an event and like see what happens. So my first event was a year ago in March.
Wow.
It was a Latina readers meetup, and every woman brought a book that like spoke to the Latinidad in some way. We all shared the book. It was like 15 women at the Lit Bar in the Bronx, and we ended up having a conversation about like immigration, about our family trauma, about being a Latina woman, and like people cry. We had just like such a powerful transformative conversation, and like it kind of was a viral moment. And from there, I just kept responding to the feedback of like, we love this, we want more. I've been craving for these kinds of conversations. And like, I think historically, book clubs can unintentionally create like high barriers to entry. You have to like the book that everyone's reading. You have to read the book in time. You like have to be ready to like have smart thoughts about what you want to say. And this was like, if you've read any book ever, you can come. Like, and I think that's the spirit of Lit Club is like, I am not here to like necessarily create like austere environments where we're like learning scholarly things. Like, I think that's beautiful, but I am here to like create space for meaningful connection with books at the center. And like, so long as people are connecting intentionally, meaningfully, and there's a book that's present, we're living out the mission. Because like what I saw in my classroom was that was the most powerful scaffold to vulnerability. And like adults need that just as much as kids.
Yeah, if not, like it's almost like retorting back to what we did as children.
Correct.
Like we had constructive reading time. I remember as kids, we used to have to sit on the carpet and read.
Totally.
And we weren't all reading the same thing. We all got to pick. Like there's such power and autonomy in literature.
Totally.
And I loved what you said. I loved like that whole story arc. It really makes so much sense to me. But
Tell me.
I think what I also love is when I talk to anyone, someone such as yourself, there's a woman named Rachel who I had on. She started Storytell.
Love. I haven't gone, but I love everything that
We
they're
can
doing.
go together.
We
It's
can. We need
amazing.
to.
And I'll bring her to Lit Club and
please.
But what I love is like everyone has a story where the first one, it was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm still going to do it.
100%.
And to be able to have that first meetup that you can look back on of it was kind of a mess, but it was a beautiful mess, has led you now to not give up. And it's amazing. How did you come up with like the format of it?
Yeah.
Because has it evolved since that? Like I want to understand.
Totally.
It's been a year.
It's been a year.
It's monthly?
So, yes, I hosted 60 events last year, like a cuckoo puff, like a full cuckoo. But like this is where my experience like as a school leader just like flexes. Like I'm not intimidated by operations. I'm like, let's get it done. Like being able to facilitate spaces, know like a run of show. I'm like, yeah, I can do it in my sleep. Like when you can facilitate a classroom of like 35, 14-year-olds who want absolutely nothing to do with you and then get them to read, like hosting 60 events, like it's like nothing. Do you know what I mean? So
That's such a good point.
yeah, so it's like this is this is a joy that I get to do this. But yeah, I think I was really kind of playing around with like, now I'll use my tech brain, like product market fit. Like what do the people want? What is resonating when I throw it at people? And like what's getting the people coming back? Mm-hmm. And I thought about like myself and what kind of nights I like doing in New York. And I'm like, I love being in like a moody bar with like a nice cocktail and like a stimulating conversation. Mm-hmm. How can I be creating those spaces repeatedly? And so what's evolved is like 6 models that I run monthly of like different types of events. So the one that you went to is like rest and read. And that's for the reader that like, you just want to come somewhere, read silently, and meet other people who like to read.
I love
like,
rest and read.
It's so just like re-energizing, right? Like,
Yeah.
So, and again, I tried to think about like the different types of readers. Like I'm trying to meet every reader where they are. If you've like if you just are like want to read next to other people, but if you want to talk about themes, if you want to like really get into literary analysis, like I'm trying to bring us all together in one community. And it's working. Like I do this full time now, which
You
is
do
I
this
do this
full-time.
full time now. I like signed my first big brand deal yesterday. Like, I know. So it's like,
Wait,
okay.
That's huge.
It's big. I'm like, okay, this is working. Because it's all consuming when you're like making a business and when you're giving to your community. And like, I'm no stranger to that, having been a school leader.
Yeah.
But it's so exciting that I'm now doing it for like my business, my community, my city, in like my style, my flair. And then it resonates.
It's your brand.
100.
What was it like quitting your job?
I didn't quit my job. I was laid off from my job.
Oh, the heavens said,
yeah.
let's,
no, and I
let's
knew it was
push her.
coming. I knew it was coming, right? Like, I survived 7 layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I was not going to survive an 8th. And so I knew that, right? Like, you look at the writing on the wall and you're like, cool, I know I can't go back to teaching. Like, loved it, but like, I can't go back. And I was like, I don't really want to like keep going in tech. Like, if you just like look around economic, I'm like, I don't feel like that's actually like future proofing like my sense of enjoyment in life.
Damn.
Or like bringing me joy. And it's like, life is happening now, babe. Like, what are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for others? Like,
It was so meant to be.
yeah, correct. So I was like, cool. And when you see something that's like working and resonating with people and they give you genuine, authentic feedback, that is like more energizing than any dollar sign to me.
Totally.
It's like, thank you so much for like creating a transformative space for me as like a 35-year-old in New York. Like, I feel so seen after this event.
So you have Rest and Read.
Yes, I'll tell you all of them.
Yeah, because it's so interesting because I would imagine like the first one probably didn't even have a name. And now you have 6 different models, excuse me.
No, concepts, models.
Tech moi. You're just a tech moi. So you have 6 different models.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are you calling them?
No, like literally they can be concepts, they can be models, they can be like
non-tech
cuckoo puffs.
woman.
Like, no, I'm not a tech woman either.
You have 6 cuckoo puffs.
Yeah, I have 6 cuckoo puffs.
So it's Rest and Read.
Yes, which is one that you came to, where just everyone comes to like a bar and we read side by side for like a quiet reading hour, and then we just talk about the books that we're reading. And I think that's a great place to like get new book recs, make new friends. Like, I always say at the end of that one, like, you're walking away with not only like new ideas of what to read, but like new connections. Grab that Insta. Like,
What I loved a lot. First
Yeah.
of all, I loved that you were greeting everybody when they
always.
first got there. I think that's such a testament to you, and you want to cultivate this environment, and the best way to do that is for you to be the first one that everyone
1,000.
sees. Second, I have never felt, I don't want to say stupider, but like I love reading. It gives me a lot of joy, but sometimes I find that like I don't talk about it. I just read it and then I'm done. And so to be able to talk about the 8 different books that my whole group was talking about, I told them about mine and they said, "Oh, Dana, is that fiction or nonfiction?" Kelly, it took me 17 seconds. I was like, fiction is false. Wait, fiction is true.
fiction is false.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't make any sense to me, but I just think fiction should be, wait, fiction's true or false?
False. Fiction is a story.
Oh, okay, maybe that's better then. Maybe that's a
Yeah.
better way to think about it. Then they asked me if it was contemporary, and I said, please stop with these harassment questions. I don't understand what you are saying.
Totally.
But contemporary means what?
Like modern, it takes place today, it takes place in like current times.
Okay. That's helpful. And now when other people are reading books, I'm like, is it contemporary?
No, but you don't have like.
I sound so smart.
Love, but also like I'm so anti this like performance of intellectualism that's happening in culture right now. It's
I
like,
guess. Listen,
totally.
you can't control everybody.
1,000.
It wasn't a moody, gorgeous bar. It did just feel so cool because also it was like, slow down. After work, we're always like, let me go to a workout, let me go to blah, blah, blah. No, just sit and read.
Totally.
I loved it. Also, yeah, we can meet people. No one is showing up to like not talk to anybody.
Correct.
You paid to be here. You have intention.
And I'm there as the facilitator. I'm there as your host. I'm there to give you your prompts to start your conversation. And I love, like, probably most people that come to Lit Club, 80% of people come alone to like all the different events, which is like that is so like radical, honestly, in these times of loneliness, right? And so I love greeting everybody because it's like, you know me, that's where I'm like on, you see me on Instagram, like I'm talking to you through Instagram, like I'm like I'm your host, like I'm your girl, like I'm creating this space for you. So
I don't want to lose the 6 concepts.
we're going. I'm with you. Rest and read. Then I'll do book club. So that's where we all read one book throughout the month. And then that's where I really get to flex my like former English teacher self. We're doing characterization. We're doing an analysis of an author's craft. We're looking at themes. We're kind of doing a close reading of specific like text passages. And I love that so much. But that's like for a reader who's really hungry for like literary analysis. Those are but like maybe if you want to come and we're doing a romance book, like come through, you know, like I'm not like precious about it always has to be a romance book or it always has to be a classic. Like I'm looking for books that are in conversation with culture. So like when I choose book club books, I'm looking for something that is like already in the zeitgeist. So like we read Wuthering Heights last month. We read Wicked when part 2 was coming out, right? Like I want us to be looking to books that like have something to say about what we're all kind of like scrolling through, right? Like let's think deeply. Let's look at culture thoughtfully, and participate in culture thoughtfully. So there's book club, rest and read, literary dinners, which is where we'll like go to a private room at like a chic New York space and we'll all bring a book related to a theme. So for example, like I've done literary dinners on like intimacy, okay? And like the prompt is like bring any book that has shaped your understanding of intimacy in any way. And so people brought like books about their intimacy to God, books about like their intimacy with polyamory, like books about their intimacy to nature. And then after everybody shares the book, we have like I'll facilitate like a conversation about themes and it's over like a 3-course meal and wine. Like this month we're doing it at Parcel. Like, I love those. That's probably, I also love that event. I love them all.
They're your babies.
They're my babies. Then we do like a book swap, which is kind of like highly social, more of like a party vibe. So that's like bring a book, expect to exchange a book with somebody else. And we'll do like a park takeover or a bar takeover and like 2 hours of just like socializing, swapping books. So fun. Then we will do, oh my gosh.
I cannot believe how many concepts you have.
No, I'm only on 4. We did rest and read, book swap, literary dinner, author talk. So of course, like there will be authors that I admire or like doing something really cool and they'll come and speak about, usually I like to choose authors that are really knowledgeable about a topic because I don't gravitate to a lot of nonfiction. I just like don't have the patience for it. I like a story.
Nonfiction
personally.
is true.
Yeah, correct. But like stories are also true. They're true in the heart. So in a author talk, it's instead of like a lecture, I like it to be a 2-way conversation. So it's like we had a a medical sociologist come to talk to us about like the politics of hysterectomy, right? Like what is like the state of women's health and in between this author like talking to us about her research, I would ask Lit Club like, what's your experience kind of with at the doctor's office and like talk about it with your neighbor. And then in that way, our author talks are like 2-way. We're not getting talked at. Like we're all participating in it together. Again, like meaningful connection. You're walking away with having met somebody else that you can like be in relationship with. And then I think the last model I'll talk about is kind of just like pop-ups. So I'll meet like a brand wants to do something or like a film will be out and we'll just create something together around. Oh my God, no. That would be the 7th model. Actually.
The 7 deadly
sins.
sins.
I remember the 6th one and this is very important for me to highlight.
Understood.
Because we do what I call an identity circle. And this is where I bring people together of shared lived experiences to talk about that lived experience with books at the center. So like in the way that Lit Club goes like wide and like any type of reader, any type of New Yorker, you're always welcome. Identity circles are based in affinity. And like there's so much power in bringing people together that are kind of navigating life based off their identity markers. And you can have like another level of conversation being, for example, just in a group of women, or being just in a group of Latinas, or being just in a group of, I literally did an identity circle of Jewish Latinas. Like,
Wow.
so, and those are really powerful for me because as a kid, I needed those spaces. Like I needed, as a multicultural kid, like I was craving for somebody to like sit me down and be like, what does it mean to be Puerto Rican in your white school? So that is like, those are the 6.
7, but
7, the pop-ups are like, we, you know,
those are ad hoc.
ad hoc, film screening, ad hoc. Yeah.
Okay, these are amazing.
Thank you. I'm like, can't shut the fuck up.
Are you well, we're on a podcast, so I would hate if you were silenced. Oh my God. Don't you like, are you always in contact with somebody for something for Lit Club? Like,
Yeah.
how much of your week is devoted to this? Because this sounds, you're talking to the bars, you're talking to the
Totally.
spaces, you're talking to the authors, you're trying to sell tickets, how much is it, and are you like cool with it?
It is definitely all consuming right now. Like, such is starting a business. But like, my business is profitable in year 1. Like that, and it's not just like, cool, Kelly gets to like keep doing it. It's like, and like our community gets to like benefit as a result of that. Like we keep getting to do these things every month. Like we keep getting to go to cooler spaces, cooler bars, like have little goodie, like at our book club last month, like we all got free edibles. Like so cool. Do you know what it like? So it is definitely taking up most of my time, but when I'm doing something I love, it doesn't feel like work. I think it's really inviting me to think like, how do I rest? Like, how do I recharge? How do I like turn my Lit Club mind off to like restore Kelly? But I think that's a beautiful responsibility that I have to think about as like an adult woman. Like, how am I like taking care of myself and setting boundaries and doing all of that stuff? But like, I don't know. I'm a millennial. Like I socialize to like love to work. So it's like, that's in me. And like, I feel so grateful that I get to work on something that I love doing.
You love it. You can
I
feel
love
it. Like, and I think that like your story of kind of merging your love for books and
Yeah.
literature and your teaching and like you're a people person.
Product design even, like, right, with the tech stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes so much sense that this is where you are right now, and it's really beautiful to see.
Dina.
Seriously.
you.
Do you have like a dream venue or dream collaboration or something that we can like manifest but also look towards? And also, would you ever bring this to like schools and camps?
Love it. So I think
Sorry, those are two separate
I'll
things.
start with the last one because I
Okay.
think it helps me answer the first one. I think there's lots of places I could take Lit Club, like outside of like New York, our community. People ask me all the time, like, are you doing this to different cities? Are you gonna do like borough heads, right? Like Lit Club Queens, Lit Club Brooklyn, Lit Club Manhattan. Are you gonna take this to teens? Are you gonna take this into corporations? And I think the answer is maybe. But like what I am really focused on right now is making sure that everyone who comes to a Lit Club event has an experience like what you just said to me. Like I loved it. I went to one event. I met cool people. I felt restored, or I felt re-energized, or I felt like I left thinking about something more deeply. Like that is my focus, is right now like quality experiences for everybody who comes through the door. So in terms of like scaling the amount of events that I'm doing right now, that's like a no for now. And I think when I think about like a dream of that, I'm not sure yet, but like could be. In terms of like what I would love Lit Club to like become, I think just like continuing to have really thoughtful founders and brands like want to be a part of what we're doing. And I don't even know who those people are, but I think it's my dream is to like continue to be getting paid for like my brain and my like hospitality, like the way that I make people feel. Like that to me, I like, and being able to like have and being able to have a slow morning. Like my favorite part right now of what I do is like, okay, cool, I'm running around like doing a bazillion events, but like I wake up and I like put in my coffee. I like read a book. I'm like journaling. I have a slow morning, and like as long as I can keep doing that and like getting paid to think about things, write, and then like create spaces for people to feel seen, like I'm literally happy.
You are so the captain of your own ship. I love
Toot
this. This couldn't have even been imagined when you were 22, just out the gate teaching. I think that is so, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And I do think this is going to be eventually something that is worldwide, because there is nothing like it.
I appreciate that.
Sure, you have book club. This is completely different. And also, like, how do you do your marketing?
Literally just Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, you're good at it. Mama, like, are you paying? Like, you're really good at it.
Thank you.
The right people are getting served.
Thank you. I mean, so it's funny. My mom was like, you've been preparing for this for your whole career. I used to make like little slideshows for my kids, like in schools. Like I would make the end of the year slideshow video. So like Mama knows how to make a reel. Like I love making a reel that captures like that big smile and laugh that you did. I'd be like, like I would take it out and then I would like be like manic in my house, like making a reel to like evoke the vibe. So I think I love I think it's cool that we have like social media to evoke kind of like humanity. Yeah. And I think that's what I love using social media for, is like evoking like, yes, Kelly, because you need to know who I am. Like the brand right now is Kelly and Lit Club. And like I am trepidatious about ever divorcing the two. But yeah, I really over the last year, like I have built a little bit of a small team, which is amazing. And they are like either consulting me on brand stuff or helping with social or like helping me land a brand deal. And that team is amazing. And I'm hopeful that I can continue to like make that team happy by paying them the money that they deserve. And we're not quite there yet, but like, yeah,
if this is year one, I think you're on a good path. I just wanted to give you kudos because
Thanks.
Like whatever marketing you do, I mean, like whether it's on Luma or whether it's
Luma too,
you do a great job. Kelly,
Dana,
what's your not that deep of the day?
Oh, I've been waiting.
Me too.
Okay, my not that deep of the day is it's not that deep if you don't finish a book. Like it's not that deep if you started a book, you were one chapter in, you're like, not for me. I don't like this. I find this boring. I don't connect with this. These words, I don't know what they're saying. This character, I don't know if it's contemporary. I don't know if it's fiction. I don't know if it's true or false. Like, not for me. And you put it to the side. It's not that deep. Pick up a book that you do like. Pick a book that you do resonate with. And it's not that deep about what genre it is. Pick up a book of any genre. Like, it could be just fairies fucking. Like, that is beautiful. Like, I hope that you see yourself in that story and that helps you better understand your desires next time you go to have sex. Like, that is beautiful. So I think, like, not that deep if you don't finish a book and you find a book that you do like. And it's not that deep if it's of any genre.
That is such a good not that deep of the day.
Thank you.
I completely agree with you. I don't know why we have no problem turning off a movie when we're halfway
100%.
through, turning off a podcast when we're halfway through. We have no problem with that. Yet with a book, we almost feel like we owe it to ourselves to finish it as if it's accomplishment.
Totally.
You're not enjoying yourself. Next.
And like we judge ourselves, like I must not be smart if I'm not getting it. Or like everyone's talking about this book and I'm not liking it. Like, is there something? No, there's nothing wrong with you. Keep it pushing. Pick a book that you do like.
I'm so with you.
No, 1,000.
Like why are you torturing yourself reading something that you're not enjoying? I don't understand. Also, don't feel shame about something that you do enjoy.
Don't feel shame. And
It's not
also
that deep.
don't let like whatever is like trending in culture like make you feel less than for your taste. I don't like this like posturing of like my taste is superior than your taste and you read that book. Like I'm going to take a picture of my book and like put it on my, and honestly, some of that I'm like, honestly, that's great. Like if we're going to be performing anything, like perform reading. Like, that's amazing. Also, not that deep if you're like performing to read, because like maybe it'll lead you to read, or maybe it'll read other people to read. Like,
performative readers are like everywhere.
correct. Also, like, life is a performance. Like, it's fun. Like, if we're gonna perform anything, let's perform reading.
Yeah, life is a cabaret. Open the book. I think someone said that. Gandhi.
Mother Teresa. Of course.
Mother Kelly.
Mother.
I am
Obsessed.
so appreciative of you, of your time, of you creating a space that people can call home, whether it's once a month, 6 times a month, once a year.
Yes.
You are there to help people and cultivate a community. Where can everybody find you and keep up to date?
Also, just like, I can't wait to have you back at Lit Club before I respond to that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like, I can't wait. Okay, we are on Instagram. That is where the bulk of our audience is. Lit Club. If you look up Lit Club, if you look up Kelly Chervin, you will find me there. We are on TikTok. We are on Luma. We are on Substack. Substack is really where you're going to get the most perks from our community. If you join our subscriber circle, you get discounted tickets, you get first access before things sell out, you get little perks that come across my way. We're always invited to like advanced screenings. We got to go to like a movie premiere the other day when like we all saw like Nicole Kidman. Like, are you kidding me? Like, praise.
Wow.
Like, literally, you want to talk about mother?
Yeah, she's mother.
No,
she's AMC mother.
Mother. Like, oh my God, what's the what does she say in the AMC thing?
You come to this.
You come to this place. Like,
you come to Lit Club.
you come to this place.
Yeah. Period.
Period.
Thanks, Kelly Chervin.
Dana Joy, thank you for having me.